Alright, so the last exercise that we're going to throw into our basic strength series is going to be the plank. Again, we want to make sure we're kind of doing some isolation work for our midsection, particularly our abdominals and our low back. Something that, just because of some of the variations that we do in the other exercises, we don't work those muscle groups quite as hard as we might, as some other exercises would. So we're going to do some isolation work. Now your plank, the easiest way to start off with this one is to come down on your forearms. Alright, and you can start off on the knees. You're going to tighten your glutes, you're going to brace your abdominals. And again, we have that nice flat back position. To make this exercise harder, we come up onto our toes. Alright, we're bracing our abdominals, we're bracing our glutes. Alright, we're keeping our legs locked out. We're just holding this position, staying as tight as we possibly can. Now there's a couple things to keep in mind here when we're talking about our plank. A lot of things I hear, one of the more common things I hear in plank, people first starting, they say, boy, I'm really feeling that in my back. And they say, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Well, it all depends. If you feel, let me show you what kind of some bad, poor positioning might look like. So if you get into a plank and you allow your hips to drop, and you can do this briefly as kind of a test, and you allow your hips to drop, you're going to feel it in your back, and it's going to feel like a little pinch, a slight pain in your spine. So that's bad. That means that the muscles in your core have they fatigue. You're not able to keep yourself in position anymore, and we're loading the spine a little bit. So that's a bad thing. Now, if you're down in this position right here, and you're really bracing yourself hard, and you can feel that your position's good, and you've just started, and you're feeling it in your back, but it's a little bit different feeling, and you're kind of feeling it more in your back muscles. And again, you've got your workout partner, and they're looking at your form, they're saying, no, your hips aren't sinking. Okay, and that's a good thing. That means we're working those muscles in the low back, and they're working really hard, and you're feeling it there. So it's a very fine line. It's why you have to, at least at a minimum, have a workout partner who can take a look at you and say, okay, you know, your hips, you've got that straight line from your heels to your chest, your form's looking good, and then you can stick with it. Or you got your workout partner who says, oh yeah, I can definitely tell that your hips are sinking. If you're feeling in your back, you need to come down, you need to come onto your knees, you need to come out of that plank and recover, because you're no longer working the muscles, and instead the load has been shifted to your back. So it's an important distinction that you'll need to make before doing these planks.